Hey, you guys, thank you for joining me. I have four topics in sports that I want to talk about. The first being an update on Shakari Richardson, the second being my opinion about the day one of Olympics Tokyo, the third being the Cleveland Indians name change, and the fourth being the NFL's new policy for the COVID-19 non vaccinations. Now, we're just going to get started. Again, thank you for watching. If you're new to my channel, I rarely do lives. This is probably my, let me see, maybe fifth live. But it was so many topics breaking today. I was like, you know what? I just need to do this now. This will be just too many videos to just try to edit. Share your opinion in the comment section. I'm going to start with Shakari Richardson. Now, there were two women that play for the U.S. women's soccer team. Let me see if I can find that article again because when it posted on Twitter, it was quickly deleted. Let me see if I can just try to find it. It has to do with, let me see, women's soccer. Yeah, they actually posted that there's two women in the soccer that's being sponsored by a THC company. And this was pretty shocking because remember, Shakari Richardson literally was thrown off the team because of this issue when she tested positive. And so for them to have this sponsor, and I'm trying to find it in my computer, it was quickly deleted off of Twitter. I'm trying to find the screenshots for it. Let me see. I just want to make sure I get their names right. Okay, here we go. So if you guys follow me on Twitter, my Twitter handle is Love and Other Problems. Um, this is saying that for the first time in Olympics 125-year modern history, elite athletes are being open about their use of, products that, Shakari got in trouble for, and I'm abbreviating that, to prepare themselves for the world's biggest stage in sports. Leading the charge is Olympic gold medalist and U.S. soccer women's national team star Megan Rapone, who incorporates CBD into her training routine using products from Mindy, a company founded by her sister Rachel Rapino and Brett Schwager. Now, this hashtag underneath this post, and I don't want to actually show it on here because I don't want this to be demonetized because of what symbolage they're using in this. Hashtag cannabis in the Olympics. So this is a hot mess. A lot of people were sharing this uh, because it was complete hypocrisy that, again, uh, you know, Shikari got banned and Shikari get banned, but they're all right to do this. I am going to put my Twitter handle into the chat. It's actually at Love Radio 44132. That is my Twitter handle. So we have other topics to discuss today. That was the first one I wanted to cover. I feel like this is a little crazy that Shakari Richardson was dismissed, and for the receipts on her, the two women I'm talking about, go to my Twitter handle. It's at Love Radio 44132, and look at my Twitter feed, and you will see information about the post that I am talking about right now. If you want to see the receipt. So, the second thing I actually want to cover is my opinion about the day one Olympics, the Olympic opening. I think that Japan did as much as they humanly could do within the grasp of what is going on. As everyone is aware, COVID 19 is affecting the Olympics, the athletes, and the stadiums are empty. So this is definitely affecting people. And sadly so, the stadium was just so quiet. I thought it was actually kind of spooky to watch. I almost felt like I was watching them practice for the opening versus the official opening. So it was really weird. I do think they should let at least 1,000 vaccinated people in there to watch. I mean, they literally spent $30 billion on this stadium, and like it's not even being used. I find that to be pretty crazy. That and sad that Japan spent all this money and will not get a return off of what they spent. So I'm really just hoping that they change their mind and maybe go ahead and open it. For people to come in there. This is $30 billion going down the tube because nobody can get in there. I also found it to be kind of surprising that they are only like at 19 or 20% vaccination rate, because by them hosting the Olympics, I thought they would have definitely pushed for more people to be vaccinated. So I am really, really surprised about this one because, again, they're not, the fans aren't able to watch, you know, fans are not able to watch. And it's just $30 million down a tube. I really felt it. I really kind of felt bad for them even having to host it, but I'm really surprised that Japan, of all countries, just don't have more people vaccinated than than what they actually have. So again, if you're watching this later, or just passing through, definitely hit that like button, sub button, leave a comment on one of these sports topics. uh I definitely appreciate everybody watching this. So the next topic we are going to cover is the Cleveland Indians name change. And again, this was another one. I knew that they were changing it. People are making fun of it. They changed to the Gladiators. They had Tom Hanks narrate the moment when it was revealed earlier today. And this caused a huge buzz online. A lot of people didn't even know that's not from the Cleveland area what the Guardians are. The Guardians are the four large statues on that, I believe it's the Carnegie Bridge, and it's right there where the West Side Market is, and it actually leads over to the baseball stadium. The bridge itself is at least, what is it, like a mile and a quarter long. Bridge has been around forever. If you're at the West Side Market, you cannot miss these huge, huge monuments. On that bridge, you will definitely see it. They're pretty tall. A lot of people outside of Cleveland didn't know what that was and was clowning people. And a lot of people did not know because people were trying to make fun of them, like, oh, why don't y'all, just call them the blue socks or orange socks. And for the people that's not from Cleveland, the Browns are not named after a color. They're named after Paul Brown, which is probably our most revered and loved coach. So it's actually a coach last name, not the name of a color for the Browns, just to educate some folks out there. So getting back to the Indians, did they need to change the name? Yeah. And if you guys have any ideas on what you would have liked that name change to be, go ahead and leave that in the description. I've been hearing some funny names like Cleveland Crocodiles, the Cleveland, believe it or not, the Blue Sox. I guess if you got a Red Sox, a White Sox, why not have a Blue Sox? Um, there some people have been getting creative. So again, uh, that name, I guess people have to ingest it. The Indians have been around for over 100 years, so a lot of people are not happy with the name change. So definitely leave your comment on that hot topic. The next one is the NFL policy change. Now, this has been trending all over the place. So, in a nutshell, what's happening is the NFL wants the teams to take more responsibility if the game has to be canceled because so many people have COVID. So basically, they're saying if your players aren't vaxxed and they're causing the games to be delayed where it cannot be rescheduled reasonably in the regular season, then you're not going to get paid and you have to pay for all the other teams' expenses. Players are pretty much outraged about this. One coach has already quit. I think it was a coach from Minnesota, one of the defensive line, I don't know, coordinator coaches has already quit from this. Um, However you feel about the NFL, it is a privately run company, and quite frankly, they can privately make and change rules how they see fit, especially when it comes down to their bottom line, which is making money. Okay. If the game is scheduled for Sunday and then they can't reschedule it until Tuesday or Wednesday, there could be a lot of high rollers that can't make it out during that weekday. So these games, basically most of them, because you do got Monday night football, Thursday night football, but most of these games are scheduled for Sunday. Most things surrounding the games are coordinated per se to be in a certain time slot. People don't want to be losing money. That's basically what this comes down to. And this is again a privately owned company. No matter how you look at it, I know that they have a union, but coming from them folks that's cutting them paychecks, they're basically like, look, how y'all gonna get paid when half of y'all is out sick for 2, 3, 4 weeks? We got to reschedule these games. We losing money. Half them stadiums last year in the NFL, if you guys remember, half of them couldn't even have an audience, and they lost money. You don't have anybody there uh getting beverages, nobody getting booze, nobody buying souvenirs, nobody paying for parking. Everything comes down to money. If they're in a position to lose money, they will change things around, and it is what it is. So, be it if you feel like you want to get vaccinated or not, remember you're working for a privately owned company, just like some of these hospitals that are making vaccine usage mandatory. It's a privately funded entity. You have to get a vaccination whether you like it or not. So, these are definitely some hot sports topics. And in some late breaking news, Maria Taylor is now from ESPN. She is now at the Olympics for NBC. And she's interviewing right now on NBC for Olympic coverage. So, you guys, that is basically all I wanted to talk about. Thank you guys for stopping in. I totally, totally appreciate it. Like, share, and subscribe. And until the next time, you guys, be safe. Bye, guys.